So I decided to give you guys a different viewpoint from the inside of my car as I make my way home. If you hear any noise in the background, that is my air conditioning. I don't have video editing capabilities, so you guys are getting all of my videos raw and unfiltered. It is currently 75 degrees outside, but of course inside of a closed vehicle it feels closer to 90. And since I find that the windows rolled down causes even more distraction and background noise than the air conditioning does, I think this would be better as opposed to actually having to try to talk over an open window. Anybody who's been on the phone with somebody who likes to have the open window all the time can attest to the fact that that is not the most ideal way of talking to someone. So today, after ignoring me all week long, they finally responded to one of my text messages in a manner that was not self-deprecating or sad or seeming negative. Every day I text him that I'm going to work. I tell him that I love him, and I tell him that I hope he has a good day. And then when he gets home, unless he speaks to me, which admittedly is not very often, but when he gets home, I will send him a text message, welcoming him home, telling him that I loved him and that I hoped he had a good day, and that I hope to see him this summer. Since he comes home and he immediately goes to the room and they have sex, we don't see him unless he leaves the room. So today I sent him a text message, as I normally do, saying, hope you have a good day at work, I love you, I'm out the door, and that was my normal text message for the mornings. It wasn't until after my first break, which was about 2.5 hours after I started my shift, that I got a response. And that response was, kick ass today, beefcakes. Which I don't really understand why he calls me beefcakes, but I guess I kind of do, because when I'm at work, I'm completely different than when I'm at home. I'm more confident, more outspoken, more headstrong. I am more of my normal self when I'm at work than I am when I'm at home. And I think it's more along the lines of the fact that at home, I don't feel safe, I don't feel loved, I don't feel treasured, I don't feel like I mean anything to anyone. And so to protect myself, I'm kind of more subdued. I'm keeping my mouth shut, trying to stay invisible, trying to stay out of the way so as to not cause any type of arguments or fights. So I think that's one of the reasons why he's started calling me beefcakes. And no, it's not because I've been like getting any type of muscle mass. So it's gotta. Well, I can't say that I know that's probably why. I'm just guessing that's probably why. But I'm hoping that it's being meant as a compliment and not being meant that I'm looking like a man. Because I'm sorry, but if you were to look at Lorna, as I said yesterday, she is skinnier than a beanpole. You stand her up, turn her to the side, have her stick out her tongue, she looks like a zipper kind of skinny. And she has a man's haircut, and she's really, really, really soft-spoken, and so she doesn't even look like a woman, because she has no boobs, no ass, no body, nothing. And it's like, oh my gosh. And when she decides she's going to style her hair and she spikes it up, she looks more like her son than her daughters. So, hoping that the beefcake comments are not, like, insulting. to believe that he's not keeping me around because I make more money. And unfortunately, I agree completely and wholeheartedly with his girlfriend, and that the only thing that matters to him more than sex is money. But I don't know. So yesterday, I don't know if I mentioned this, I don't like the sound of my own voice, so I don't even listen to my recordings after I do them. But yesterday I was getting ready for work, and I noticed that she was talking, and I'm assuming she was talking to him, because I heard just a small brief snippet. And I mean, she talks really loud when she's on the phone, especially when she thinks that everybody's either asleep or she knows that I'm in the hallway. She's just so super loud. It's really obnoxious. But I heard her was like, well, I don't know why she bought it. It's a tummy tuck thing. I don't understand that myself. Well, I don't know. You're going to have to talk to Sean. He was there when she was getting all giddy about it. And I just kind of went to use the bathroom, did my own thing. Didn't even, pay attention after that, because if he's not going to have the balls to talk to me about something that I've purchased for myself, and he's going to talk about it behind my back, then I don't need to listen in on that, because it's only going to make me angry. I'm already pissed at the fact that neither one of them took into account the safety of, the people in the household. She could have very easily got her daughter from Reno and then went straight up to Iowa from Reno instead of coming back here to get him. And he didn't have to miss a day of work and not get paid and cut his own hours in order to take her to Iowa. And she could have been gone for the time frame that she said she was going to be gone. She said she was going to be gone for about 3 weeks. And when he had me do his laundry, I noticed that all her shit had been taken out of the room. She had no clothes in there. Her shoes were gone. Everything except for her stuffed animals that she apparently hates had been removed, including her snacks. So she was intending on being gone for 3 weeks, and he forced himself on the trip, which caused her to come back in 3 days instead of 3 weeks. And I know he forced himself on the trip, because if he didn't force himself on the trip, then she would have followed through with what she said. And if he was going to go with her, then she would have told Sean, who would have then told me that he was planning on going with her to Iowa. So I am pissed off at the fact that both of them thought so little of the people in the household that they ignored travel bans, they ignored safety precautions, they ignored everything in order to do what they wanted to do. And I see a lot of posts on Facebook in regards to other people not treating this disease as seriously as they should be treating it. It is a disease. It is killing people. It is something that needs to be taken care of, that people need to realize, hey, unless I am needing dire need food and I don't have the ability to hunt it myself, they need to stay inside. That's the whole point. I mean, there are perfectly healthy people out there who are doing their part to stay inside. There are other people, professional YouTubers, like Joey Macefa and Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning, and there's also Vivian from Making Tries. All of these professional YouTubers are staying inside their homes, and yeah, they can, continue their jobs, doing what they need to do from the home. There's people out out there who are stuck at home and they don't have a job to be able to go to because their employment's been terminated because of the virus. So there's that going on. But the same point, in fact, same point of matter is just simply the fact that, there are people who are taking this seriously. And I know, I'm one to talk, Amanda, what are you talking about? You're not staying at home, you're driving back and forth to work. Well, I understand that thought. I am a financial crime specialist. I work with other departments within the banking community in order to be able to assist people with aspects of financial crime. According to the mandates, I am considered an essential worker. I am not allowed to work from home. Because I deal with people's accounts on a daily basis, it is not secure for me to work from home, especially since there are other people within the home, especially my own children, who may cause distractions for me or my customers who call in. So it is not considered necessary for me to work from home. Would I like to work from home? It's kind of like a 25% yes answer. Mainly because, then I could just be in my PJs all day. But the 75% of me that's completely rational is like, yeah, no, you don't want to work from home, Amanda, because you work with people's accounts, and the last thing you need is your 9-year-old daughter coming up to you while you're trying to help someone replace their account and say, Mommy, Matthew went and took my doll's head and ripped it off, because that will go over really well with a customer who's trying to get their accounts taken care of and squared away. Yeah. So, 25% of me, yeah, would like to work from home. The other 75% is like, yeah, no, think about this logically, it's not going to work. So that's my little thing. I'm considered an essential worker. I work in financial crime. I'm the person that you call whenever somebody steals your debit card and uses it. I'm the person that you call whenever somebody takes your computer or your phone and they make online transactions without your authorization. I'm the person who helps you with recouping that. And no, I'm not going to say which company I work for. All you need to know is I am a financial crime specialist, and that is my job. And so yeah, I know it's kind of an oxymoron to sit there and say that people are taking this seriously and staying home when I myself am going in and out of the home to go to work, but I'm not allowed to work from home, and honestly, I would much prefer to work in the security of an office building, as opposed to being at home where my children would be a distraction, or my roommate Sean would be a distraction, because he is working from home, and he has that ability to work from home, and he is a very loud talker, so he would be a distraction if I was to have to work from home, because my customers might hear him, and they might be wondering, who is this person in the background? Why are they talking so loudly? So that's that. But back to my main point. I mean, I am already pissed off. I am pissed. I'm hurt. I am not healing the way I need to heal. I deleted all of the YouTube channels that I followed. I deleted all of the games except for the ones that I had subscriptions that cannot be canceled at that time. I deleted all of my friends except for like 5. I've been forced to not talk to my family anymore. I have been told that the only decent person that came out of my family was my aunt on my father's side, and that she did not deserve what had happened to her from my family, and that was a big huge slap to the face, because it was like, okay, so what, I'm not a decent person? I deserve everything that happened to me because of my family? day, I am a mirror. I reflect how other people treat me. If you treat me good, if you let me tell jokes, if you let me be goofy, if you let me be a little crazy, if you let me be the type of person that I am, which is a cuddly person. I love touching people. I love being touched, and not in that way. Get your minds out of the gutter. But I like being able to sit beside someone and be able to put my head on their shoulder, or have an arm wrapped around me, or my hand held, or my back rubbed, or be able to, have that closeness. I'm a very tactile kind of person. I like sewing. I like knitting. I like crocheting. I like working with my hands. I like all of that stuff. I'm a very, physical person when it comes to like learning new skills and things like that. I'd rather you don't tell me what to do, but hand it to me and give me basic instructions and let me figure it out. That's me. And to have all of that cut off, it's like losing a limb. You can feel the need still there, and you still want it, but it's not there. I cannot tell you guys how many times I have woken up from a dead sleep thinking that I heard his voice calling my name, and he'd be asleep in the room at the end of the hall, or they would be gone shopping at midnight for some God knows whatever reason. And I wouldn't be hearing his voice. I can't tell you how many times I rolled over and reached for him and thought that he was there, only to find that it was a pillow. Or one of my children. I have a huge bed, and my kids will sometimes sneak in there to sleep beside me. So, I can't tell you guys how much I miss it. I miss being able to give him a kiss every morning and tell him that I love him. I miss giving him a kiss in the afternoon when he comes home and telling him that I love him. I miss being able to just sit at his feet, take his shoes off, rub his feet for a few minutes to get the feeling back into them, and then he goes and takes a shower while I clean his boots and put his clothes away. I miss cooking meals for him every night. I miss feeding him, fixing him a plate of food and taking it to him. I miss laying beside of him and rubbing his back and his legs and his arms and helping him relax to go to bed. I miss being able to sit beside of him freely without fear of someone getting pissed off about me being too close to him. I miss being able to cuddle. I miss him actually kissing me instead of giving me a peck. I miss all of it. But this is my life. I have to get used to it. And if he's pissed off at me for having bad body image, then maybe he needs to take a look at how he's treating me. He chose someone smaller than me. He chose someone skinnier than me. He chose someone who fights him on a daily basis, who lies to his face, lies to my face, twists things around to suit their own needs. Case in point, she told me that Sean had reported to her that the children were so loud that he had to take his break early while they were eating. Sean never said a word to me about it. I am their mother, and he knows that if they had been loud like that, I have requested, and he has agreed, to make sure that I am been made aware of it, and that it did not come from anyone else except for him. So he may have mentioned that they were loud, and he may have mentioned that he took his break early. She decided she was going to twist it around to make the kids state, basically, make the kids appear that they were being so loud that he had to take his break early. She also told me that she was told by my 9-year-old that she wasn't allowed to take the kids to the schoolhouse to pick up their lunches. My 9-year-old said, no, I never said that. I said we wanted to walk to the schoolhouse and that she didn't need to take us in the car. And she then got angry and was like, no, you took... She got into an argument with a fucking 9-year-old about what was said. I'm sorry, but I raised my kids to tell the truth. And they know the repercussions are severe when they lie. So my children would not lie about something that would cause them to be getting in trouble. Don't get me wrong, they will lie. They've been caught lying. I know when my children are lying. My 9-year-old was not lying. And I could tell she wasn't lying. But she did need to learn a lesson. And the lesson was very simple. Adults will believe other adults before they believe a child. Unless there's evidence proving the child's telling the truth, an adult will believe another adult. It's a very simple fact of life. One that I've had to learn the hard way. So it is what it is. It's something that they have to learn. Every child has to realize that even if they're telling the truth, they're not going to be believed. Here's another little life hint that my kids are going to have to learn. Adults will believe someone that they want to believe, even if the truth points to something contrary. I learned that lesson when he looked for any and all evidence that he could to prove her innocence, even though I had recordings and pictures and everything, text messages showing that she was threatening me and my kids, that she was hitting me and hurting me. Even though I had all of that, he still looked for any and whatever excuse he could to show her innocence. And he accepted whatever straw she offered. And I'm talking hay straw. Not like, big, huge straw that, is hefty. I'm talking about a hay straw. He's grasping any hay straw he can be able to grasp to ignore all evidence that this woman should just be gone. I mean, she lies, she twists things around, she makes herself to be all innocent, and she sits there and she tells me that he's making her have sex and she doesn't want to have sex with him because he's too big, and he hurts her and he makes her bleed and all this other kind of stuff, but she won't call the cops and she won't leave. And I've asked her, why don't you call the cops? Why don't you leave? And she tells me because he knows where my kids live and he's been threatening my kids, saying that he's going to hurt them. Okay, well, if you leave and you give your kids a heads up saying, hey, this is what's going on, then they can be able to, find other avenues. And I am home. I actually talked to you guys all the way home. It took me 25 minutes. So, I don't know what's going on. I think she's just pulling bullshit out of her ass. Excuse me. I did not mean to do that. But she is not here. Her car is gone, which has been the mode of operations that she's been doing. I don't know if it's because he's been telling her to, but I do know that she's been getting back home roughly around the same time that he does. So I'm assuming that she's gone to be with him until he gets off work. Of course, you know, they say assumptions make an ass out of you and me, so I don't know. But I'm going to go inside my house. I'm going to upload this video. I'm not going to put on any fakeries. I'm not going to tell you guys that I love you or anything like that, because I don't know you. You don't know me. If you're listening to this, then whatever God or goddesses you pray to, just do what you got to do. Pray for the virus to end, or, you know, do crystals or whatever. Don't pray for me. Don't beseech the gods on my behalf. I learned a long time ago that the gods have abandoned me and turned their back on me. So this is my life. And I hope you guys have a good one. I don't know if I'll be able to post anything over the weekend because I will be around people. I don't know if I'll be allowed to post anything. I will try. But I used to play D&D. I don't want to play D&D anymore. Last session we had, I killed off my character by having her step on a landmine and blowing up. So, I don't know. We're supposed to have a game Saturday. I don't think I'm going to play. I think I'm just going to let the kids play. I don't even know if he's going to play. But I'll be down there. And I'll be making sure that, you know, the kids pay attention and they do what they're supposed to do. And everything goes the way they're supposed to go. So, anyways, I'm going to leave my car now. It's hot. It's just been a few minutes. So, we're looking at this, and it's about a 30-minute movie. Or movie, gosh, 30-minute video. You guys have a wonderful day. And if I don't post a vlog this weekend, then I will definitely be posting one Monday and letting you guys know how everything went over the weekend. So, have a good one. All right, bye.